Alright. Like, I know I'm a couple of days late to the party, but y'all didn't think I wasn't gonna cover this, did you? Cause this is all I care about right now when it comes to this game. What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Nerd Corner. Is your boy Lotus, the kid who never knows best. And in today's video, we're taking a look at that brand new Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Triker skin that we got the other day. That gave us a little bit more insight on the character creation aspect of this game. Which, if you've seen my previous videos talking about it, that's the thing I'm looking forward to the most when it comes to this game. Because I'm still not completely sold on the gameplay and the actual combat in this game, but I know that character creation is something that I'm gonna have a lot of fun with, and I'm gonna tinker around and play with, if nothing else. And you already know that I'm going to be bringing the Fashion Friday series from Xenoverse 2 on over to Shinobi Triker, because I am going to be the flyest Shinobi in all of the lands, boy. So let's get it popping. Let's take a look at the scan. And it reads, "Idols we must overcome by any means. The new legend begins with you. The hero of Shinobi Triker is no one other than yourself. Stand by your avatar and fight." And we got 4 quotes from each of the different characters that we have here, each from their own different typing. The guard type tells us, "Guards hold the line." Then the healer says, "Who needs healing? No one's taking our fort from the attack type." And "I'll take them down from the back," says the range type. Pause one time for the one time on that one. Then moving on, it says, "Configure your units with nearly 500,000 possible loadouts for ninjutsu and weapons. The avatar creator can put out 7.5 million 7.5 million unique avatars." We'll touch on that again in a moment. "Teach your avatar ninjutsu from all across the Narutoverse." And then a quote down here from Boruto in the corner that says, "I'm not losing to anyone, Datebasa." But this scan, yo. So the character creation aspect of this game is, like I said before, the part I'm looking forward to the most. So I'm excited. So as we see, all right, let's take a look at these 4 characters that we got up on screen. All of which, by the way, look pretty unique. Well, the attack type not so much, but the other 3 definitely look pretty unique. So first and foremost, we got the guard type, right, who has this orange spiked up hairstyle that doesn't really look like any character in particular. It seems like it's a unique hairstyle specific to this game, which is dope to see. And I'm hoping that we have tons of different hairstyle options to choose from when we're customizing our characters, because the more options, the better. And with them saying there's 7.5 million possibilities for avatars, yeah, it's looking good, folks. It's looking good, folks. Not only does he have a very unique looking hairstyle, but he also has markings on his face, so that's just, you know, just one more aspect of customization that we're gonna have into making our characters, make them look more unique and stand out. So I'm wondering if there'll be you know, other different tattoos or symbols or markings that we can put on the faces of our characters, and, you know, change the colors of that and what have you. So yeah, it's looking good, folks. It's looking good, folks. Not only that, but if we take a look at his outfit, we can see that he's wearing the typical like jacket and vest that all Chunin and above Shinobi and Konoha wear. But if you take a look at it, you see that his jacket is actually green instead of blue, and his vest is more of like, it's either like a light brown or like a washed out kind of olive color instead of the typical like dark pine green color that it usually is. So that's dope to see, because if you play Xenoverse 2, right, say if I wanted to wear Trunks' Capsule Corp jacket, I can't change the color of that jacket. It's just got to be blue. Now granted, you have some outfits in the game that are very similar to those canon character outfits that are customizable. So like, say the closest thing to Trunks' Capsule Corp jacket is like the Time Patroller suit, but the thing about that suit is it has a cape, and personally, I don't like the cape. I don't want to wear the cape. I want to wear the jacket, but I want to change the color of the jacket, but I don't want to wear a cape because the cape ruins it. I just want the jacket. Now it seems in this game that you are going to be able to equip different outfits from canon characters, and you will be able to change the colors of their outfit, which is dope. It's a nice little feature. It's a nice touch, something that I'm appreciative personally, and I know all of you guys out there who enjoy my Fashion Friday series are going to appreciate details like that as well. Moving on, we see the healer type, who is actually a female. Yes, we have Kunoichi confirmed to be customizable in this game. Now with the previous scan, we had no word on whether or not you could create your own female ninja. Now it was something that most of us could obviously assume, and it was probably very likely, but we didn't have it 100% confirmed. But this confirms it, that we will be able to create our own female ninjas, and that is something I'm personally looking forward to, because I want to explore as many options as possible. And personally, I'm keen to playing as female characters in video games. I don't know, something about kicking somebody's ass as a female is very satisfying. I don't know what it is. I like creating dope ass, badass like girls who can hold their own in the fight against the guys. I just think it's cool, you know. And so maybe, yeah, you know, I had a couple of people ask me if I was going to carry on anything from like Nominate or Azareth over into this game. I don't think that I will. I think I want to create some brand new unique stuff to the Naruto universe for this game when it comes to characters. I'll obviously, you know, make a character who's named Lotus, but other than that, I think everyone's going to be like a brand new thing. I'll have their own stories and etc, etc. But yeah, it's going to be dope, man. So I'm looking forward to creating female characters in this game as well. Moving on to the attack type character, we see that He's actually wearing Boruto's jacket, but he has Naruto's hairstyle, but his face doesn't really look like either of them. And so we can see that if we look at Boruto's jacket, right, it's actually red and black as opposed to the usual black and red. You know, Boruto's jacket is black with red stripes down the sleeves, whereas this one is red with black stripes down the sleeves, which is dope. And like I said, that goes back to, you know, being able to choose outfits from characters who already exist in the game, but, you know, mixing and matching and swapping the colors out, which is really cool. That's something that I like to see. And touching back on the female character, we also notice that she has a pretty unique outfit herself and a different hairstyle that I can't pinpoint from any pre-existing character. I mean, I guess it maybe kind of looks like a Sakura hairstyle, but really not really. She's also got a sword on her back, as does the guard type. He's also got some sort of weapon on his back that you can see him holding, you know, in the image above the 4 like character panels. But yeah, and the female character, she's wearing some sort of, it's either black and orange or blue and orange hoodie, which is dope. You know, that's not an outfit that I recognize from any one character, so it's cool to see as well. Then moving on to the range type, we have a character who looks a tad bit like Sasuke in the face maybe, but his hair looks more like maybe Nagato, but his outfit is what interests me the most about him. And that's not necessarily just because of the fashion aspect, but because that, to me, that is a Kumogakure outfit. That is a Cloud Ninja outfit. That like strap vest type thing where it's like over one shoulder, that's clothing that the ninjas in the Cloud Village wear. So does that possibly mean that we're going to be able to choose which village our ninja are from? Because you notice you don't see him wearing a headband on his forehead, and you don't see one on the forehead of the girl either. So this also might mean that we can choose the placement, you know, of our ninja headbands, our forehead proctors. We might be able to put them on our sleeves or around our leg or around the waist. But yeah, going back to the range character, that's a Cloud Village outfit. So do we get to choose which village our ninja are from? And if we do, does that mean that we get to wear their headband? Or, I mean, hey, it's a possibility. Or maybe even if we can't wear or even if we can't choose which village are we from, like we're just automatically like from the Leaf Village, or we can only roam around the Leaf Village, does that necessarily mean we have to wear the Leaf Village like symbol and headband? Like, can we still, you know, be a character in the Leaf Village, but can we choose to wear, you know, like the Sand Village headband or the Mist Village headband or the Cloud Village headband? Because that'd be a dope feature to add as well. And the more I think about it, the more I hope they actually really do that. And I know one of the things that people really want in this game is to be able to choose their own clan, and I'd like to think that's highly likely that you're going to be able to do that. But in the event that you can't, at least choosing your own like village and you know, headband symbol would be really cool as well. So yeah, then moving on, it says the avatar creator can put out 7.5 million unique avatars. Now, that's a large number. It's a really large number, and it makes me excited, but I don't want people to take that number and get carried away with it. You got to think about it for a second and realize, okay, 7.5 million unique avatars. Now, what defines the word unique? Well, if you take a character that you've made, right, and you change his hairstyle, that's a new unique avatar. So when they say 7.5 million, yeah, that's the number, but you got to take into perspective like all the different combinations and options that you have for a character that allows it to be unique. So like you have, you know, hair choices, clothing choices, and that goes for jackets or lower body like pants and shorts or whatever, and then headbands and accessories and weapons. So there's a lot of different factors that come into play here that allows them to come up with such a huge number. So even though that number does let us know that the character customization aspect of this game is going to be pretty in-depth, we're going to have a lot of options, we're going to have a lot of unique possibilities, it's not as astronomically high as it sounds, you know, at first glance, or, you know, when you first hear that number, right? So it is something worth getting excited about. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing all the different possibilities, but don't get too super hyped up about it, right? Because it's not as huge as it originally sounds. And the same thing goes for like the 500,000 possible loadouts for ninjutsu and weapons, because it's like, yeah, we're gonna have a ton of different weapons and jutsu to choose from, but 500,000 different variations or combinations just means like, you know, you have all these different options, and if you change, like say they allow you up to 2 jutsu per character, if you change one jutsu and you change one of your weapons, that's a new loadout. If you change one other jutsu, that's a new loadout. If you change just your weapon, that's a new loadout. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. You know, you see those numbers, you're like, oh my god, there's going to be so many options. Yeah, there are, but not as many as it sounds at first. I just wanted to get that, you know, into some people's heads in case you hadn't already. And then yeah, down here in the corner we see Boruto, who says, I'm not losing to anyone, and he's confirmed as a character, as if, you know, we actually needed that. I mean, his name's in the title of the game. It'd be a pretty huge slap in the face, and it'd be a really big surprise if he wasn't a playable character in the game. But yeah, man, that pretty much covers the most of what we get out of this scan, and that covers everything I wanted to talk about. I'm looking forward to it, man. Like I said, I'm still not completely sold on the gameplay of this game, but if nothing else, I'm going to find my way to have a ton of fun tinkering around, customizing and creating my own different characters, coming up with different unique movesets and outfits. And like I said, I will be carrying on the Fashion Friday series from Xenoverse into this game, so hopefully we can have a lot of fun with that. The more options they give us, the more in-depth this character creation system is, the better. And yeah, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, so you can stay tuned for all the awesome content I'm going to bring you. With all that being said, this is all I have today, and remember, nothing can happen to you swing the bat. Later.